Welcome to Module 2, Topic C, where kids will be learning about how to multiply decimals using place value and estimation, using larger numbers such as these. First, of course, we're going to teach kids to estimate so that they get a quick answer, something that they can rely on to help them decide where to put decimals later. So I'm rounding this off to 40, I'm rounding that off to 7, and I get a product of 280. And so whatever the real product of this must be close to 280. Then we're going to help kids to learn to solve this in two different ways. First, using an area model. I draw my rectangle. And because this has 2 digits by 3 digits, I'm going to break it up into 3 parts that way and 2 parts this way. Now I'm going to put the 40 and the 1 over here on the left side. I've decomposed 41 into 40 and 1. And now I'm going to take this number and instead of thinking about it in their decimal places, I'm going to call this 738 hundredths. And I'm going to decompose that into 738. But I'm going to make sure to write hundredths here so I remember that we are talking about hundredths and not ones. Now I'm going to do the multiplication in each part. 1 times 30 is 30. 1 times 8 is 8. 40 times 700. 4 times 7 is 28. And there's 1, 2, 3 times. I'm going to multiply it by 10. 4 times 3 is 12, and I'm going to multiply it by 10 2 times. And 4 times 8 is 32, and I'm going to multiply it by 10 just once. Once I get all those partial products, then I'm going to add them up. 28,000 plus 1,200 plus 700 plus 320 plus 30 plus 8. I'm going to add all those things up. Now, that makes 8, that's 5, that's 12. And then I'm going to look at that product and I'm going to know that that's 30,258 hundredths. Which will then translate into standard form by putting the decimal right there. I'll also know that the decimal has to go there because my estimate was 280. That's the only place I can put it where that number is going to make sense. 302 is close to 280. Nothing else will be. Once we've done that, just like before, we're going to connect it to the standard algorithm. And we're going to teach kids to look at the two numbers and decide which one has more digits. And this one has 3 digits, this one only has 2. So just for convenience, we're going to put the 7 and 38 hundredths on top and the 41 underneath. We don't have to line up decimals because it's multiplication. And we're going to multiply these numbers by everything, so it doesn't matter where it is. You can flip it around because of the commutative property, but it's simpler to have the one with more digits on top. Then we simply multiply. We forget about the decimal and just multiply. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 7 is 7. And again, we're asking kids, where is that 738? And they're going to find it on the area model there and see that it's right there. And then we're going to do the tens place, put that 0 down. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 15. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 1 is 29. And we're going to ask, where's that 29,520? And it is, of course, right here if I add up those. Then we're going to put those all together. 8, 5, 12, 0, 3. And again, we're going to ask, If this is in hundredths, and hundredths times ones gets you what? And that would be hundredths, of course. The other way we're going to connect again is which way, where would the decimal have to go to be close to 280, our estimate? It's the only answer that's possible.